Record. Welcome to our rest and reset. We're going to do a blend of mindfulness, meditation, and restorative postures in this kind of yoga quickie situation. Again, for props, you'll probably want to bolster in some blankets, a couple of blocks, and a strap. You can also kind of work with things where they are. The props just help to add a little more ease to the space. I have dropped a playlist link in the chat if you would like some music. And with that, let's go ahead and begin. And so as we come to our mats, I'm going to invite you to, we're going to begin in a supported posture. I'm ready to bring your blocks to either side of your mat. And then you can have your strap handy nearby. We won't use it for this first pose, but we will get into it in a little bit. We're going to begin in a reclined bound angle. There is an option if you want to also add a heart opener to that. You can add a bolster to long ways to the back of your mat. So in much the same way that this block will go long ways. And then you can add a folded blanket to the top of that bolster for your head and neck to land as well. So option here to add a heart opener in. But if you just want to take the more standard bound angle, what we're going to do is come to seated in the middle of our mat, moving the flesh out from underneath the sits bones, planting the soles of the feet on the mat. And then gently lowering down, coming to your back. Making sure that your blocks are handy. And then we're going to pick up each of our shoulders, slide the shoulder blade down the back. Become really grounded on the mat, really opening through the chest and the heart. The same is true if you're coming onto your bolster here, so you've got that added heart opener. So you want to slide those shoulder blades down, opening through the collarbones and the heart. And then we're going to heel-toe the feet together. Let the soles of the feet connect as the knees go wide. And you can bring your blocks either to their medium or their lowest setting to just add a little more support. Letting the arms come down by your side, palms facing the sky. Take a big, deep breath in. And a big sigh of release as you begin to settle in here. Inhaling fully through the nose, inviting that breath deep down into the body, into the belly. As you exhale, allowing yourself to feel your contact points with the earth, feeling the support of your mat and the ground beneath you. Allowing the eyes to close or the gaze to soften. Let yourself be where you are. Letting each inhalation fill and expand and open you. Letting each exhalation invite release as it lengthens. And as you begin to really tune into and receive the sensations in your body, bring your attention and awareness to the crown of your head. As you breathe in through the crown of the head, letting the space of the mind be filled. Perhaps imagining white light, the silky presence coming in. And as you exhale, allowing the breath to release out the nose or the mouth,
imagining that white light, that gentle space of fog without heaviness coming back into the world. With each inhale, breathing in through the crown of the head, filling the space of the mind, the cavity of the skull, enveloping the bones of your teeth, your jaw, your facial features. And with that contact, letting there be ease there. As with each exhalation, you release, letting all of it go. Breathing in through the crown of the head, filling through the mind, the skull, inviting that white light to envelop the tops of your shoulders and your collarbones. Beginning to touch into the ribs. And as you exhale, allowing it all to release back into the world. Inhaling through the crown of the head, filling through the head and the shoulders. Beginning to dive deeper, coming to embrace the shoulder blades, the heart, the lungs, the sternum, the tops of the arms down to the elbows. And with that invitation and presence, we invite softening and release. With the exhale, we let it all go. Inhaling through the crown of the head, filling through the head, the neck, the shoulders, the heart, going deeper into the belly, the side body, the back of the ribs, the kidneys, all of the abdominal organs, traveling down through the arms into the forearms and the elbows. And as you exhale, releasing it all out the nose. Inhaling through the crown of the head, filling through the upper body and the torso. Going deeper into the low belly, the tops of the hip bones, the hands and the wrists, your fingerprints. Your sacrum and your low back, your spine. And as you exhale, release and let it all go. Inhaling through the crown of the head, filling through the upper body, the chest, the heart, the belly, head, heart, and hips. Going deeper into the pelvis, beginning to embrace the upper legs, the femur, all of your tissues and systems, your root. As you exhale, allow it all to release and let go. Inhaling through the crown of the head, beginning to embrace and soften the head, the chest, the belly, the hips, the legs, the kneecaps, the lower legs. As you exhale, allowing all to let go. Inhaling that white light through the crown of the head, embracing all of you from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. Letting yourself be fully embraced just as you are. Feeling through 3 deep, full breaths as you are embraced in the fullness and the wholeness of this white light. Allowing any tissues of tension to release. Allowing inner connectivity to deepen. Letting yourself be honored and integrated right where you are. And with your third and final exhale, letting all of it go. Begin to wiggle through the fingers and toes. Maybe nodding the head from side to side. Bringing the hands to the outer edges of the thighs and helping the knees to come back up. Heel toeing the feet back, hip width distance apart. And option here if you'd like to hug the knees in and build momentum to seated, or you can simply move one of your blocks aside. Bring your entire body to that side, and then gently ease your way back to seated. If you're on your bolster, you can gently use the arms to help you come up and off. So moving the bolster, any props out of the way from the top of your mat, making sure that your strap is unfurled and handy. I'm going to play with that in a moment. So just keeping that by your side. And then we're going to lower back down to our backs. Just gently finding the ground underneath us once again. So we're going to hug the knees into the chest. Beginning to rock from side to side. And bringing the hands to the kneecaps. Rock a little forward and back just with the hips and the sacrum. And then you're going to plant the left sole of the foot back onto the mat, hugging that right knee in, letting the right knee track towards the right armpit. We're going to open into a half happy baby on this side. So allowing the right hand to come to the right ankle or the right foot. Option here to really still an activity and find a space where you can just rest and let gravity do the work. Or if you'd like to be more playful and explore movement here and really open through that right hip and explore more of a range of motion, option to do that as well. Just let yourself be connected at depth in your systems, in your tissues, whatever you need here, knowing you can't get it wrong. Let yourself feel your fullness with your inhalation. Breathing deep down into that root. Filling through the pelvic bowl. As you exhale, inviting release. Taking one more deep, full inhalation. And as you exhale, hugging that right knee back into the chest and planting the right sole of the foot, hugging the left knee in. I'm going to open into that half happy baby on the other side. Again, option here to find stillness and let softening happen without effort. Or option here to play and explore through the tissues. Letting yourself feel the textures and contours within you. Letting the breath meet you exactly where you are. Running 3 more deep, full breaths here. That final exhale, hugging the left knee back into the chest, and then planting the left sole of the foot, grabbing the strap, taking the strap around the arch of the right foot, extending the right foot towards the sky. Keeping a micro bend in that right knee, flexing through the left right foot, and really just coming to a point of edge here. We're not trying to get our shin to our forehead, but simply find what we need in the long edge of our leg. And really allow the breath, the movement of life within us to soften us. Let go of thinking we need more effort to get where we need to go. And to just show up, to be present at that edge, to allow time to pass. Taking one more deep, full inhale. As you exhale, bring the strap into the right hand, extending right leg over to the right. Leaving a little bend in that right knee. Option here to bring the leg or the foot to a block or a bolster, although we won't be here very long. Filling once more with the breath. As you exhale, bringing that right leg back up to the sky, bending through the right knee, unhooking that right foot, giving it one more gentle squeeze, and then allowing the right foot to connect to the earth. Hugging left knee in, bringing the strap around the left foot as you extend towards the sky, keeping that micro bend. Letting the breath connect you at depth. Letting the breath and the heart meet you in any spaces of tension or constriction. Filling once more with the inhalation. As you exhale, shift the strap into the left hand, extending left leg out to the left side. An option to come to a block or a bolster. Keeping those hips rooted on the mat. Keeping in touch with the wave of your breath. Filling once more. And as you exhale, extending that left leg back up, bending through the knee, unhooking the left foot. Hugging both knees into the chest, beginning to rock from side to side. With your next exhale, allowing the legs to fall over to the right. Opening the arms out to either side or cactusing through the elbows. Feeling the fullness of your inhale. And as you exhale, bring the knees back to center, rocking from side to side, and then allowing the legs to fall over to the left. Really noticing that heart open as the chest expands to the sky. With your next exhalation, again coming back to center. And then beginning to set up for our final resting posture. Lots of options as we explore our final resting pose. Option here to place a bolster underneath the knees. Option here to place a blanket, folded blanket underneath the head and the neck. Option here to place a folded blanket over the hips or a rolled blanket under the knees. Find what you need here. Maybe rather than always having a set answer, maybe you take a breath, close the eyes, and feel into what you need. Where do you need support? To allow yourself to find that setup, meet those needs. Take one more deep, full breath in, and a big sigh of release. In this final resting posture, we give ourselves permission to be fully as we are, to actually tune in, to listen and receive and witness with conscious awareness, with curiosity, all that we are. So we begin to let go of our external environment, connect at depth with all that is within us, right here and right now. Once again, I invite you to connect to the wave of your breath, the rhythm and the presence of your heartbeat. Once again, inviting the breath in deep and full, filling up. And as you exhale, release as you sigh out the mouth. Beginning to wiggle through the fingers and toes. Perhaps extending the arms overhead and feeling through that good morning stretch. Maybe reaching through the right fingers and then the left fingers. Your next exhale, hugging the knees into the chest. Beginning to rock from side to side, feeling that sacrum rooted to the earth. Eventually allowing yourself to fall over to a side of your choice, pausing there, breathing. In this posture of rebirth, we are reminded that we begin again in every breath, with choice, with sovereignty, with wholeness. With your next breath, inviting yourself back up to seated in whatever way serves you. Bring the palms to connect in front of the heart. Left palm in union with right palm. Slight tuck of the shin as you bow towards your heart. And as you breathe in, feeling all that interconnectedness, all of that depth, all of that substance, all of you necessary, right here and now. Taking one breath to find appreciation for your willingness to come to your mat and to yourself today. Taking one breath to find appreciation for this yoga community and for all of those who support you and who you find resonance with, and also all of those who maybe you don't. Namaste in its simplest form means the light in me honors and acknowledges the light in you. Bringing thumbs to third eye center between the eyebrows and the forehead, bowing forward to seal your practice. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Feel free to drop any questions or comments in the chat. Otherwise, have a beautiful evening. I will also say for this crew, so we're in a bit of a shorter format with